So today we're going to be talking about how to become a profitable swing trader. We're going to be talking about what swing trading is, how to find swing options, how you should trade them, and I'm going to give you guys some real life examples that I took myself and you can apply to your trading. Of course, with swing trading, there's plenty of strategies out there. There's probably a million strategies that people use and they all can be profitable. I'll be showing you mine and what I think works best for myself, and if you like it, hey, go ahead and use my same strategies. And as always guys, if we get into the video, remember to hit the subscribe button down below, leave a comment and leave a like, and let us know what you guys want to see next. So what is swing trading? Well, swing trading is kind of the opposite of day trading. Other than, in day trading you buy stock, you sell it after a few hours within the day. Swing trading, you want to buy and you want to wait a day, 2 days, weeks, whatever strategy is, and sell at a later date. So why is swing trading a good strategy? Well, a lot of people are under the PDT rule, especially if you're a beginner trader, so you only do have 3-day trades per 5 days. So swing trading gives you another option to potentially have different plays other than just being limited to the 3. So swing trading is really useful for that, and it's also really useful for people that can be 24/7 in front of the computer watching charts all day long, because they have work, they have school, so they can predetermine and set price levels ahead of time, set their orders, and let the chart do its thing, get in a trade, wait a few days, sell it later. So swing trading is of course a great strategy for people to use. Even if you are a day trader, it's always so good to have different tools in your bag that you can use. And it's also good if you're day trading and this opportunity presents itself, then maybe you should hold the stock overnight that give you a bigger margin of profit, and why not just take it? So that's what swing trading is in a nutshell. So now, how do we find swing trades? There's so many stocks out there, there's a million stocks out there, you create a watch list, what do you do? So my way I swing trade is actually could be different for many different people. I have a set of around 20-ish stocks that I know are good for swing trades, and I keep them in my tool bag and I watch them usually every single day to see if they provide any swing trading opportunities. So the thing about with swing trading, you want to get hit with different news or something that could hurt stock big time, so you want really strong, really reliable companies. So unlike day trading, I do care what the company is that I'm swing trading. Why? Because I want to minimize the potential of a downfall as much as possible. So my main companies that look for swing trades, I will be posting right here other than telling you guys, so you guys can see all the companies that I look for swing trades. And it's all companies that are usually in the S&P 500. They're really good companies. I don't have to worry about checking their SEC filings. Of course, I do keep up with MarketWatch, Yahoo Finance, and see if any news comes out. But I have to go in super detail to see, calculate, PE ratio and all kinds of things that you might have to do with other companies, because I wouldn't feel comfortable trading them. So I stick to these 20 companies that I know are great. I learned their patterns. I've seen them before. I know what they're about. And you know what? It really gives me a peace of mind knowing I'm holding it overnight that I know nothing bad is going to happen. That's why with swing trading, you really need to be selective with the stocks you choose, because you don't want something in after hours pre-market that could really hurt you, that's out of your control. Something is different during market hours. You can control it after hours, overnight, over the weekend. It's so important that you pick the right stock, because you want to get hit from a blind side and lose a lot of money that you work hard for. So remember, always swing trade companies that you're confident in, that are legit, and you actually believe in. We also post a watch list every week on Sunday nights on our Discord chat. So if you're not part of our Discord community, it's a great community. We do have a premium where we do have some live callouts you can be part of. Come join the community. The Discord link will be down below. Come say what's up and claim a free trial now to be part of our all live callouts. We don't just call out day trades, we also call out swing trades. We had some awesome week. We've been killing it. So guys, go check out our Discord as well. So now that we talked about how to find the right stocks and what swing trading is, it's time to learn the technicals of it and how to find some potential swing entries on a chart. The main 3 time frames that I use for a swing trade is the daily chart, so the yearly daily chart. Then I also use the 5 minutes chart, 10 days 5 minutes or 20 days 5 minutes, and I also use the 15-minute chart. So I use the daily 5-minute chart to look for potential entry when I'm looking for that swing trade, to give me the best possibility for an entry. And I use the 1 year 1 day chart mostly for seeing if the swing trade is possible, if the stock is uptrending long term, so it gives me more confidence of knowing, hey, the stock is bound to go up over time, over the next few days or weeks. And also I like to use the 1 year 1 day to draw important levels like support and resistance, try to catch stock on the support bounds, or maybe sell stock right before the resistance levels. And the 15-minute is similar to the 5-minute. I use both of those in looking for entries. The 15-minute, it just gives you a more cleaner entry, so it gives you 2 perspectives, 5 minutes and 15 minutes. I look at both of those at the same time to see if my entry is correct or not. So these are the 3 main time frames that I use personally when swing trading. And now we're going to be talking about what indicators you need to use. We'll post the indicators are in front, and it's pretty simple. For the 1 year, 1 day, we want the 50, 100, and 200 SMA lines. And for the daily charts, 5 minutes and 15 minutes, we want to use the 9 EMA and the 20 EMA. The 9 EMA will give us our entry, and the 20 EMA will give us for stop loss for the day. And of course, if the stock is trending upwards and you're like $5 away from your stop loss, you can always move your stop loss up. And, as you continue taking profits as you go, and you continue to move your stop loss up, that no matter what happens, you'll never lose. So these are the technicals of what you need when it comes down to indicators on your chart. Of course, we want volume and things of that nature, of course, as well too. If you don't know how to set up indicators, we do have an awesome Thinkorswim setup indicator that we go over how to set up indicators, all tricks and trips on our indicators. It'll be our last videos. Click the link right here to go check out that video. And if you have Thinkorswim, I'm sure you can find a million videos depending on which broker you use on how to set up the right indicators for you guys. So now I'm going to go over some real life example of swing trades that I've taken. So one of the first swing trades that we took last week was AMD. We noticed that AMD was uptrending on the 100 and the 200 SMA lines, and it just popped above the 50 SMA line. So they're telling me that it broke the 50 SMA line, so it broke that resistance level, and now that 50 SMA line should act as a support, so the stock had a high chance of keep going upwards. So of course, now that we established that on the 1 year, 1 day, I went on to use the daily chart, the 1 day, 15 minutes, to look for a potential entry. So the stock popped over the 9 EMA and the 10 EMA, giving us a clean entry to enter, so it gives us a confirmation of entering the stock. And we used the 20 EMA as a stop loss, and of course, as you guys can see, the stock kept uptrending all week and never really popped down the 20 EMA until a few days later. And at that point, it was so far up from our entry that you could have had your stop loss much lower, and just let it keep doing its thing, and it ran all the way up to $89 from our 76-ish entry, which was about 14% gain. And as a rule of thumb, as long as stock doesn't drop under the 20 EMA within the first day, I will not use the 20 EMA as a stop loss for the next days. I will give it a little more room to play with, just so that I'm up already, why not let it keep running. And of course, guys, I do take profits at big important level that I've established from before, like resistance and support levels, and big whole numbers. Like for this example was 80, I took profits 80 and 85, and then kept some share all the way to 90. So that's what I like to do. I like to take profits as I go, not just hold on and wait till the very top to sell, as that's more risky, and taking profits pays myself, and in case something goes south later on, I don't have to worry about losing money. Another trade that we took last week was a similar trade. We traded Tesla, and as you guys can see, Tesla, just like AMD, was trending above the 100 and the 200 SMA, and had just cracked above the 50 SMA. So the 50 SMA, like we established before, it creates a support level and it breaks the resistance level for stock, so it has a high chance of running up and keep trending upwards. So as you guys can see from the daily chart, the stock did prop above the 20 and then it may give us an entry, so enter the trade, but it kind of trended just a little bit down, falling under the 9 and the 20 EMA, which I still stayed in the trade even if it was below both of those, just because if I'm swing trading it, I am flexible, and I knew that 425, 426 was going to be much more better support, so I set my stop loss for 426 or so for the low of the day, and hoping they'll gap up during the next morning, which I thought it would have, just because the stock was above the 50 SMA. And that's when becoming a trader, you also gotta be flexible, understanding that maybe you should change your stop loss depending on the scenario that you find yourself in. This morning it ran to 440, hitting our first profit level, then 450, hitting our second profit level for a really short 2-day swing trade. And lastly, we took the Chewy trade. We took this another trade, a swing trade that we took during the week, and this trade, of course, was called out as well in our Discord chat. If you're not part of the Discord chat, go sign up down below. And as you guys can see, this trade was actually start off as just a day trade, and it turned into a swing trade. So like I said, you always gotta be adaptable, and you can always mix up your strategies. So as you guys can see, it cracked about a 9 EMA, giving us an entry with good volume. So I entered the stock for a day trade, looking to swing trade it. If it was good volume and good momentum, I was gonna become a swing trade. So it cracked above the 9 EMA, 20 EMA, and it rode up way nicely above the 9 EMA. As you guys can see, it was big time, way above our entry line. So The stock had a beautiful run, and it then eventually consolidated around a 63 to 64 channel, and that gave me confidence. The stock had found a good support, even if it was a little bit under the 20 EMA. That's when it was so far away from my initial entry that I was not worried about it unless it took a bigger dip to keep trading it. So the next day the stock comes up again, so giving us some more better profits, and the stock, it kind of trends down during the later parts of the day, but as I said before, we're taking profits as we're going, and I'm still confident it's so far away from our entry that I'm still confident being in the trade. And the next day, boom, it goes up again, trends down a little bit, and now I'm getting a little worried because that trend was a little too much for me. So I actually exited the trade on that third big candle Thursday day. So it was a 3-day swing trade, but if you were still in it, a lot of our members were still in it because it was so far away from our initial entry that they were not too worried about it. It actually kept up again, and the next day it gave us a beautiful run all the way up to almost $70 from our 61-ish, 62-ish entrance, so making it $10 per share over 4 days, which is a beautiful swing trade that a lot of our members took within the week. Alright, now that we went over how you can become a profitable swing trader, go on and try this strategy out. Of course, start always on the paper trading first, as you can master strategies, become adaptable, understand when you gotta change your strategies, and become flexible with it. And of course, guys, thank you for watching the video. Go click the links down below, subscribe to the videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.